Okay, Skill 1, Activity 4, and the objective is for students to learn the proper way to write a whole in the form of a fraction by using a numerator and denominator, for students to expand their knowledge of writing one whole in the form of a fraction to writing fractions less than 1 with a numerator and denominator. Okay, so let's take a look. We're going to go back, and earlier what we were doing is remembered right here, and so we talked about what is numerator, what is a denominator, and your numerator is how many did you count, and your denominator is what did you count. And so we've worked strictly with wholes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5, right? And we know that we counted 5, and then because there's 5 total, we know that this is 5/5, okay? And we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at this one again. We'll count how many do we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4, and we know that we have 4 out of how many, or what did we count? Each one of those is fourths. So we know that that is 4/4, okay? So very easy transition for that. Now what we're going to do is this is going to be the first time they are going to be exposed to a fraction now that is less than 1, okay? They're used to everything being as a whole. So again, the same principles apply, right? So it's like, okay, doesn't matter if they're all shaded in or none of them are shaded or anything else, everything's still the same. So let's count how many do we have? Well, we have 1, 2, 3. We counted 3, right? But remember now, when you're talking about a whole, all the parts work together, right? So what did we count? Each one of those pieces is, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 3/4, okay? And again, your numerator, how many did you count? And your denominator is what did you count, okay? Let's take a look again at this one, all right? And let's stick to the fundamentals again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. Now we have to figure out what are they, right? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 pieces. They all work together, shaded, not shaded. Help tell us what we actually counted. So it would be 4, 6. Let's take a look at another one now. And we have right here, again, we have 1, 2. We have 2. Now I got to figure out what is it that we counted. So 1, 2, and 3. And again, shaded works with not shaded to tell us our denominator, what we counted. So we counted, again, 2/3, okay? And the difference real quick is, earlier, remember the bar models. Bar models are really good to use at the beginning, but remember too, those bar models sort of have like a built-in help for them, because if we're looking at this, we know that, oh, this is fifths, and it's telling me what I have, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4, and it's telling me what I counted, right? So we know we have 4. That's a terrible 4/5. If we look up here, we don't know what these are, so we have to actually figure out what is our numerator, then we have to figure out the denominator. So going from models where, it's written on it, and then sort of scaffolding, going to models where the unit fraction is not written on it, where they have to go through and figure it out. That's a big change for some kids. So make sure you use different types of models too, and the bar ones come earlier in the program. And then when you get to skill 4, it actually transitions where now they have to figure out, okay, what are these? It's not just always going to tell you what it is. So again, it's different kind of model. This is be a length model too, and this is an area model too. So just having them work in between the two. But this will be the first time where, again, a fraction less than 1 is really no different than 1 written as a fraction. The only thing is we're counting the pieces we have, but whether they're shaded or not shaded, you have to emphasize this. It doesn't matter if it's shaded or not, it's still part of the whole, and they all work together to tell us what did we count.